Welcome to part 2 of my reaction to Xanadu from Rush. If you didn't see part 1, link for that is in the description. We just listened to that all the way through with a little bit of brief commentary as we went. We're going to talk about the song a little bit more in depth, just kind of ramble on, share some thoughts, and I guess react to it. Now, like I said in part 1, you guys, I've heard the live version of that song, and it blew my mind, and it made me say, wow, Rush is incredible, and I have to hear more of this, and that's why we're on this journey right now. Few things, man, so much to process, especially in a song that's like 12 minutes long. Alex Lifeson's guitar solo, his tone, so he comes way down, right? Such a rich, full, like fat, just big tone, not gainy, but just a really good tone. He comes down really low there and he does those string bends and it's just fantastic. And then he goes up higher and it's that, again, a biting tone. It's a signature tone if ever I've heard one. I mean, it's just a good, raw, not over processed sound. And he does that alternate picking and stuff, and it picks up on the strings so good. It's like you can feel his guitar playing. It's not like you're just hearing it, and, you know, some guys can copy it. And it's, you know, when people talk about guitar players having feel, this guy absolutely has it. And it just kind of hits you. Like, it, as a guitar player, I'm sure with non-guitar players and non-musicians as well, there's just something about it that kind of resonates as being different and unique, and it's really, really good. Now, again, Geddy Lee all over it. Perfect restraint where it needs to be, simple grooves where they need to be, and then awesome killer bass runs and just flying. And yeah, pair that with the Professor. Like, they do this probably better than any band. I mean, I can't really say that fairly because I haven't heard them all, but they do it just top notch how they all play together. And it's so broken up and like kind of that syncopated feel, and they are so on with it. And even the vocals, like, everything's just like so choppy in a good way and so tight, and it really shows off like how well they know the song. And to do that, I feel like you can't just learn your part and kind of go for it and not really care about what the other people are doing. You have to almost like just totally understand everybody else's parts as well, because if one of you screws up, it ruins the whole sound. Now, of course, you know, on a studio recording, it's easier to get that right. But I remember thinking that when they did it live as well. It is so polished and so, like, perfectly boom, boom, boom. Like, they just do it so good. I mean, how many good things can you say about Rush? Right? And every time I'm looking for something new to say, but every time I say the same stuff. Alex is good. Geddy's good. You know, Neil's good. Everyone's good. Yeah, Rush is great. We get it. It almost leaves you speechless, but at the same time, I just start rambling. And what do you say? So that song, it has so many swells, and then it goes down soft again, and it swells back up. And for 12 minutes, it feels like something dramatic's about to happen. And the whole song as a unit is dramatic. But it always feels like it's building to something more. And it's afterwards that you go, wow, was all of that really in that song? Did they really do this? And did they really go there? Because I was expecting something like this, and then it ended up doing something like this. And that's what I love about it. You know, it's not as epic, you know, say as 2112. Personal opinion. If you have a different opinion, that's awesome as well. It's not, but to me, it's not as epic in that way of being just big and in your face and having all of these really cool, you know, themes and stuff like that. Lyrically, there's a simplicity here that I know, you know, I'm if I remember, it's based off of a poem. And there's a simplicity there that works with the complexities of the instruments. And it's just killer. It's so on fire. Man, it just makes me appreciate them more. And that's what this is about, right? This is not about trying to convince people that Rush is good. It's about me realizing more and more how talented they are. And I want to do that with more bands too, not just Rush. But Rush is one of those bands that, like, I was never really into. And then it's like, man, I got to hear this stuff. And I see why so many people love it and speak so highly of them. I would say it has been kind of an acquired taste at times. But, you know, that took 1-2 albums for me to be like, okay, now I dig these guys. It went from huge respect for what they are like accomplishing musically to just full on enjoyment for the music. And really excited for what's to come, you guys. That is a fantastic track. Don't even know what track's coming up next. I've been focused on this one, been waiting for it. It's been forever since I've heard it. Probably, honestly, since I reacted to the live version. So I don't know how long that was, like a year and a half. Who even knows? But to hear it again, it was almost like hearing it and being like, it's like a distant memory that's kind of like, oh, I kind of know what's coming, but I don't exactly remember. It's like hearing a story about yourself as a kid or something like that. It's like, oh, and then what did I do? It's like, I kind of remember, but so it's like, I kind of remember where they went with this, but I don't. So there were still surprises, and that was awesome. Like I said also in the beginning of the part 1 video, I am going to start doing more bands again. So if you have a recommendation, suggestion, something you would like to see, drop it in the comments below. You can either just tell me or actually link the video if YouTube will let you. Sometimes it won't, but give it a shot. Yeah, I want to get back into this. And like I said, I've got this way more streamlined now, so it should be more frequent. Now that work and life and everything's back to normal, I've got the energy and the will to just kind of sit here and relax and just listen to music, and it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. If you've watched this far, you are absolutely awesome. I love my fans, and I hope to be seeing you guys in future videos. Thank you so much, and rock on.